What's up, all you movie lover badasses out there? Fat Samurai Guy here. And earlier today, I got a chance to take a peek at the Magnificent Seven remake trailer, and man, wow. I'm still buzzed right now. I'm still just like, man, it looks really good. It looks really good. And I'm not really one of those guys that's all for remakes. Hollywood remakes, 80% of the time, usually suck. But it looks good. It looks great. I'm really excited. Not just because it looks like it could be a kick-ass remake, and not just because of the director. I really like the director, Anton Fuqua, I believe. I apologize if I said his name wrong, but this guy has not made a bad movie. Tears of the Sun, Training Day, The Replacement Killers, The Equalizer. Yeah, he has not made a bad film. Even his decent but yet still entertaining movies like Shooter and King Arthur, the director's cut version, they're still entertaining in their own way. There's nothing horribly bad about his films. I feel like he's very an underrated director. So he's directing this, and then the cast blew me away. You got Vincent D'Onofrio, you got Denzel Washington, who looks like he's playing the Yul Brynner character. And Chris Pratt looks like he's playing the Steve McQueen character from the original Magnificent Seven Western classic. And then you have Byung-hun Lee from I Saw the Devil fame and The Good and the Bad and the Weird, which is another cool movie you guys should check out. He's in this, and Ethan Hawke's in this, and it just looks like a kick-ass, badass Western. But you get all those really cool ingredients combined, which should make for a good remake. But you know, time will tell when the movie comes out and is released, and I get done reviewing it. You guys will find out what I think about the film. If it's shit, it's shit. So, but I'm really excited, not just because the trailer looked kick-ass, but it's been a while. It's really been a long time since we had a kick-ass, badass, action-filled Western, and I've been waiting for this for a long time. And I'm a big fan of the Western genre, okay? I watched them all, okay? And High Noon, The Searchers, The Cowboys, Rio Bravo, the spaghetti westerns versions like Sabata and Django, the original Django. And of course the classic Clint Eastwood films, The Outlaw Josie Wales, High Plains Drifter, the Man with No Name trilogy. But with a lot of all these classic westerns, they're usually just drama and character-driven and story-driven films. And they're amazing. They're classic movies. Like Unforgiven, there's barely any action at all in that movie, but it's such a good movie. Why? Because it's story-driven and character-driven, and the story is good. And luckily for us in that movie, the performance from the cast was great, and it was very engaging. So it didn't really matter that there was very little action in that film. But what I've started to notice over the years, ever since Tombstone came out, and I'm like the biggest Tombstone fan ever, okay? It's just badassity. I mean, you could quote that movie. There's not that many westerns out there that you can actually quote, okay? Just great dialogue, great characters, great acting, really good action, and an exciting story. The one with Val Kilmer and Kurt Russell and Sam Elliott. But ever since Tombstone, which was a big hit in the mid-90s, we haven't seen its like since. We have not seen something that kick-ass or badass in the cinema since. A lot of westerns slowly creeped out and came out here and there in the movies. You have Open Range, Appaloosa, the 3:10 to Yuma remake, and the True Grit remake. All of those movies were very good and very well made, but they were very light on the action. Actually, 3:10 to Yuma has a little bit more action than the others, but in terms of Tombstone standards, these westerns nowadays release slowly, kind of creeping out here and there. Because westerns, I mean, let's be honest, westerns aren't popular anymore. You really have to go underground and go to the independent circuit of filmmaking to find some decent westerns like Sweetwater, Blackthorn, and stuff like that. But as good and as traditional as these westerns are, they went back to being character-driven, story-driven films, and they're very well made, they're very good. There's not a lot of excitement. Now, I'm fine with that. And watching all of these westerns that came out in the past maybe 10 years, I'm fine with it. You know, I'm perfectly fine because they're very good, very well-made movies. but I was missing the badassity. I was missing that kick-ass punch. I mean, why can't we have it all, right? I mean, especially with today's audience, they don't give a shit about no story, character-driven bullshit. It's boring, it's yawn, you know, they don't care. Today's audience, the Michael Bay Transformer audience, they don't give a shit about westerns and about story and character. They don't give a fuck, okay? And I'm not saying that we should pander to today's audience and change the way we make movies. But make the movies the way you want to make them. You want to make traditional set-piece westerns with just character, story-driven, and that's it, with one little gun shootout at the end, perfectly fine. If it's well made, I'm there, okay? But I mean, there has been some exciting westerns in the past. I mean, the fucking Wild Bunch director's cut. Did you see that shit? That Sam Peckinpah movie, classic, that blew me away, man. I mean, it was slow going, and there was shootouts here and there, and then that fucking ending climax was ridiculous. It was glorious. It was beautiful. I couldn't believe it. It was very unexpected, and I was just like, holy shit, fucking Wild Bunch, man. So it exists. It's there, and I'm waiting for the excitement part of the Western to come back in today's mainstream cinema is what I want to see again. I've known many people that I've talked to, film lovers and just average moviegoers, and they hate Westerns. Hate it. Boring. They don't give a shit. Hate Westerns to their core, but love Tombstone. Okay? What does that tell you about Tombstone? But just looking at the cast in this movie and just looking at some of the action scenes, it looks exciting. Now, granted, there is a possibility because of the original material. I don't know if you guys have seen the original Magnificent Seven, which was a really good remake of Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. Not that many people know that. So there is a good chance, if you kind of know the story, that all the awesome action will be at the end of the film. But just the way Antoine Fuqua, who knows how to shoot action, he's a very good action director, just the way some of those scenes looked. I mean, Denzel on the side of the horse shooting, we got a Gatling gun being brought out. I mean, I was losing my mind. I was not expecting the movie to look that great, to star who it stars, and directed by who it's directed by. And I'm excited. I mean, come on, damn it. Every time a good Western comes out, I don't know if you guys notice this, but every time they come out and it's really good, everyone says, Westerns are back! And then everybody forgets about that movie, and then the Western genre dies again. You know, it's sad. I mean, Quigley Down Under, R.I.P. Alan Rickman, but Quigley Down Under, really entertaining Western. When that came out, everybody was, oh, Westerns are back! This is a great movie, Westerns are back! And then no one remembers. And it's sad. I mean, it's a different time. We are living in a different era of filmmaking. But there are good Westerns out there. And if you need your Western fix, it looks like the TV shows are doing an awesome job. You got shows like Deadwood and Hell on Wheels that are very entertaining. But I want cinema. I want to see these badass characters kick fucking ass on the big screen. And I want to be entertained. I want to root for our heroes. And I can't wait till the movie comes out. So what did you guys think of the trailer? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.